Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Bikes, Mics, and Laughs, the podcast where the wheels turn, the mics burn, and the laughter never stops. Today, we are here with Owen Cole. So, Owen, tell us, how did your cycling career start?
Mountain biking with Nika. In seventh grade, started racing. My dad had kind of taken me mountain biking my whole life. So seventh grade, I started racing mountain bikes with Nika and kind of just progressed through there. Raced mountain bikes all through high school. And then when it came to college, started racing road in 2023. Kind of, I'd done a little bit of road throughout, but fully made the switch there when I came to college in 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Where,
That is a very
where'd you go to college?
I go to UNC Chapel Hill.
Oh, nice.
that
Yeah,
wasn't
I'd had my first like 3 semesters, and then I took the last year, spring and fall off, and then now I'm back for the spring semester.
Yeah,
because you had like
nice.
a change from mountain biking to road, like in that really fast. That's
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'd done like just some local crits and stuff through high school, but didn't really do like a full road calendar ever. I did road nationals like right after my senior year of high school ended and really liked it. And so kind of that next spring took up road racing full time, quote unquote.
Yeah. You excited for this upcoming season?
Yeah, I'm quite excited. I get a little more say in my calendar this year, the kind of stuff I get to do. I get to do some collegiate stuff, some stuff around the US, and then back to Europe for some stuff in the summer. So
Nice.
a bit more of a well-rounded mix of everything. And yeah, I get to really focus on the things that I want to focus on.
Yeah, that's always good.
well. Now it's time for a fun game, a cycling bucket list. We're diving into those two-wheeled dreams, from conquering crazy climbs to finding the best coffee shops. Let's roll. All right, Owen. What is your cycling bucket list?
Oh man. Um, a lot of it is, well, actually, I'll tell you, I just crossed one thing off of that list last week was to do a solo sub 4 hour century, which I was just out and feeling pretty good on my time trial bike last week. So I knocked that one off the list, but that one was definitely on there. Um, I come up with things from time to time, but I've never really made a solid list of things I want to do. I definitely want to try track cycling. I don't know if I really want to like seriously take it up, but it's something I've always wanted to try. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I could try to come up with some other crazy things. A 200-mile ride for sure.
Yeah.
I've yet to hit that, but yeah,
Yeah, I
Track
mean,
cycling's super fun. I mean, feels like you're flying the whole
for
time, going
sure.
in a circle.
Yeah, I've definitely wanted to try it for a while, and maybe some of those mass start events, but I've always thought the pursuits, individual and team, were quite interesting. Just we've got a velodrome here closer than probably a lot of people, but it's still 4 hours, and you've got to have a bike and stuff. So never done it, but it's definitely on the list.
So now for a segment that we like to call your fantasy team. So you get to pick 3 men and 3 women that you could have on a team, but then you also have to pick a bike and if you would be a world tour team or a continental team. So how about it?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question. Okay, I have to go for sure. My like road captains are Vanderpool and Kristen Faulkner.
So that's 1 man,
Um,
1 woman.
good choices.
and then, oh, only three of each is pretty tough. I would say definitely, um, wow, that's actually, I can't even pick. I've got to go Sep,
Good pick.
just out of
Yeah,
out of
it's
loyalty. I
That
need
is
a
very
need a good climber too. I've got like a good classics rider, a good climber, and
He
I guess I
is.
should probably pick a sprinter. Oh, I've got to go Phillipson.
Nice. Yes, for
Oh, those are
Um,
good choices. Got
yeah,
like
I never liked Jasper the Disaster. I've always quite liked him. Um, and then okay, so then for women's, Kristen Faulkner. I'm gonna say Demi Vollering,
good pick.
and I mean I feel like I'm just picking the best ones. If hmm,
well, it's.
trying to make it more diverse than just picking the absolute best riders.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
But
like
yeah, no, I can't. I've got to go Lotto Kopecky as my third.
that's
yeah,
a
that
good
that's
pick.
Is that yeah? That was
I
about
have
the
to.
only. I couldn't come up with like another classics rider that I felt like I could justify over her. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's my six. And
that's a
then
good.
okay, so then bike. Am I picking from like the current World Tour bikes or?
You could pick like any bike brand you want or model.
Hmm, I think I'm gonna. I'm gonna pick from what I think I'm gonna go the Alpecin Canyon from from this year.
Yeah,
I was trying to pick one based off the paint, which because you know
Yeah,
they're all kind of more or less the same, and so I pick one I like the paint job of. But I think I'd go that 2025 Alpecin Canyon.
yeah.
it does look,
Um,
and it seems to work really well.
What were your
It's
thoughts on
from.
the paint job the Alpecin team had for their rest day on the tour? That purple and yellow, or at least for
oh yeah, the purple like and they do the purple yellow kits. I think it's cool. I just really like the like I don't know what you call it, but the sparkly like kind of chrome look
yeah,
of that bike this year.
yeah.
And the one last year wasn't too different either. And then what was there something else I had to pick? Oh, World Tour Continental. I mean, I have to go World Tour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not really much
Well,
of a question there.
Just not even because it's the best, just because their calendar is the best races, all the coolest races. So yeah, I have to go World Tour.
All right,
that
nice.
is a really good. Those are good choices, I will say.
Thanks.
All right, well, now we're diving into the stories that make cycling unforgettable. So tell us, what is your funniest cycling story on or off the bike?
Funniest. Gosh, you guys should give me time to prepare for these. I can't come up with this on the spot.
You got to think in the moment.
Yeah, surprise.
Yeah, hard to think of the absolute bet. I'll just try to think of something. Actually, it's not. I don't want to say this is the funniest, but um, back in March or April, yeah, March or April of last year, I was doing this race in Italy, and it started raining, and it's kind of like a city circuit, so it got super slippery, and eventually everyone kind of crashed. Eventually, I slid out in a corner, like slid into the spectators pretty much, and one of them, oh, are you okay? You okay? Come on, let's get you going again. And one guy just goes, in very broken English, dude, you're not supposed to crash. And because I was just standing there waiting on because I don't know, I'd done something to my bike, so I was waiting on my spare bike. And I'm just standing there, like watching the team cars, like kind of brushing myself off. And this dude just, and like, I don't even want to try to do justice to the accent, but in very broken English, like Italian accent, dude, you're not supposed to crash.
That's good. That's a fun one.
That I was kind of just, wow.
Really knows what he's talking
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
That's funny. I would like that.
I'm sure I've got something funnier than that, but that's what came to my head first.
Could you tell us what is a good piece of advice you would give someone else, and would it work if you told yourself, like, your past self?
I mean, it's not even cycling specific, but I mean, and it's pretty generic, but you've just got to do what you love. Whenever people ask about like motivation or discipline or whatever, it's like you just have to do what you love. You can't force yourself to do something that you really don't enjoy doing. So, yeah, it doesn't even apply to cycling because, if cycling's not that thing you really love doing, well, it's probably something else. So you've got to find that. But, if cycling is what you love and the thing you really like to do, then it's going to be, all that kind of stuff that people ask about with motivation is going to be no problem for you. For sure. That's kind of, I think my parents did a really good job, raising me to kind of always just do whatever I really wanted to do. So yeah, I would say, I mean, if you told me that, I don't know, 5 or something years ago, it probably wouldn't change much because that's always what I've done.
Now, that's a wrap on this episode of Bikes, Mics, and Laughs. Thanks for tuning in, spinning along, and sharing some laughs. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a review. It helps keep the wheels turning, and if you got any ideas, questions, or stories, send them our way, and we'd love to feature them on an episode.
Until next time, keep pedaling, keep laughing, and stay awesome. Right on, friends.